Have you ever wondered how ordinary water becomes sacred? In the heart of ancient India lies Kurukshetra, a land where every drop of water holds the whispers of gods and the footprints of celestial beings. This is the story of how heaven touched earth, creating lakes that would forever change the spiritual landscape of humanity. Legend tells us that long before the Great War of Mahabharata, Kurukshetra was known as Brahmakshetra, the sacred field of Brahma himself. In this divine land, scattered like precious gems, lie 360 sacred lakes, each with its own mystical origin story. But what makes these waters so special that even the gods chose to descend here? The story begins in the age of creation, when Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe, sought a perfect place to perform a grand sacrifice. As his golden vessel touched the earth, divine water spilled forth, creating the first and most sacred of all lakes, the Brahma Sarovar. It is said that this lake holds such spiritual power that a single dip in its waters equals the merit of 1,000 holy baths elsewhere. But the creation of these sacred waters wasn't limited to Brahma alone. The sage Parashurama, the sixth avatar of Lord Vishnu, arrived at Kurukshetra carrying immense grief after his campaign against unrighteous kings. To cleanse his soul, he dug the earth with his mighty axe, creating the Parashurama Kund. The waters that filled this lake are said to wash away even the heaviest burdens of karma. The story takes an intriguing turn with the arrival of King Kuru, the ancestor of the Pandavas and Kauravas. For generations, people believed these lakes were merely natural formations until they witnessed Kuru's extraordinary dedication. Day after day, the king plowed the land with unwavering determination, transforming it into a sacred field worthy of sacrifice. The gods, moved by his devotion, blessed the land and its waters with divine energy. Among these sacred waters lies the Sanayat Sarovar, believed to house all the holy waters of the universe. During solar eclipses, it's said that all the sacred rivers of India mysteriously converge here, multiplying the spiritual potency of these waters manifold. Pilgrims speak of feeling an inexplicable peace upon touching these waters, as if the very essence of divinity flows through their fingers. The lakes of Kurukshetra played a crucial role during the Great War of Mahabharata. Warriors from both sides would purify themselves in these sacred waters before entering battle. It was here that Arjuna received the divine wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita from Lord Krishna, while standing between these very lakes. The waters bore silent witness to the greatest spiritual discourse ever given to humanity. But perhaps the most profound story is that of the Ban Ganga, a lake created by none other than Lord Krishna himself. During the war, when Bhishma lay on his bed of arrows, he thirsted for water. Krishna, hearing his devotees' unspoken prayer, struck the earth with his Sudarshan chakra, bringing forth a spring of pure Ganges water. This act of divine compassion transformed the spot into one of Kurukshetra's most revered lakes. These lakes aren't just repositories of ancient stories. They hold deep spiritual teachings. The waters remind us that just as they reflect the sky above, our souls reflect divine consciousness. Just as these lakes have remained pure for millennia, we too can maintain our inner purity despite life's challenges. The lakes teach us that transformation is possible. Ordinary water became sacred through divine blessing, just as ordinary lives can become extraordinary through spiritual dedication. Even today, millions of pilgrims visit these sacred waters, continuing a tradition that spans thousands of years. Scientists have noted unusual mineral properties in these lakes, but for devotees, the real miracle lies in their spiritual impact. People speak of inexplicable healings, moments of profound clarity, and deep spiritual awakening upon visiting these waters. The lakes of Kurukshetra stand as eternal testaments to the intersection of the divine and human realms. They remind us that sacredness isn't just about ancient stories or miraculous origins. It's about the transformation that happens when we open ourselves to divine grace. These waters continue to whisper their ancient wisdom, that within each of us flows the same divine essence that once moved gods and sages to create these sacred pools. As we conclude this journey through the sacred waters of Kurukshetra, remember that these lakes are more than just bodies of water. They are living links to our spiritual heritage, portals to divine consciousness, and eternal reminders that the sacred is always within reach. In a world of constant change, they remain unchanged, offering their blessing to all who seek with an open heart.